Hello. Look around the world. You would observe that there are lots of wonderful destinations to visit, comprising of blissful beaches, thrilling deserts, magnificent rainforest, national parks, waterfall, astounding wildlife, biodiversity and so on. This list includes amazing destinations across the continents, from Asia to America, Europe and Africa. Each of these places have their respective uniqueness, also bound to have something so stunning about it, that makes all these gorgeous sights to behold. Is it the nature beauty, cultural heritage, astonishing topographies, adventure, architectural designs, etc., will surely make all these breathtaking destinations worth being included on your top travel bucket list. Some of these locations will not only stun you with their mesmerizing appearances, but also offer you great lessons in their history and heritages. Now, let's take you through top 10 most beautiful places in the world to have endless bliss and satisfaction. Number 10 destination to consider is Mu Cang Chai, Vietnam. Home to some of Asia's magnificent topography. Get off the beaten track in this district where the rice paddy terraced mountains and twisting streams will feel like mystery to you. Hiking is a great way to absorb Mu Cang Chai's scenery at a slower pace. You'll pass layers of rice terraces, tea and corn plantations in this tropical rainforest. In viewing and photographing rice terraces, you should prefer to visit the area during rice growing season. Often referred to as green season, this is the summer rainy season which peaks in July-August. Women and girls of the district still take their traditional costume very seriously and are often dressed from head to toe in a costume that is distinctive to the area's flower mung. They are masters of embroidery and batik and continue to use handmade hemp cloth, natural indigo dye and beeswax to draw the intricate patterns which adorn their clothing. 9th destination. Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. One of the greatest attractions in Africa and one of the most spectacular waterfalls in the world. Victoria Falls, located on the Zambezi River. Apart from visiting the falls, there are interesting activities that you can choose to do in the area which offer opportunities to spot Africa's famous mammals like antelope, elephants, giraffes, buffaloes, cheetahs, crocodiles, hippopotamus, leopards, zebra, primates and birds. You can also combine viewing the waterfalls with bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, ziplining, kayaking, fishing, boat cruises, canoeing, horseback riding, nature walks and so much more. The activities in River Zambezi are best done when the water levels are low and the current not so strong. If you are planning to visit the falls, then we recommend that you visit during the wet season so that you witness the full force of the waterfalls. Number 8. Forbidden City, Beijing, China. Located in the center of Beijing, the Forbidden City was the imperial palace of China's emperors for 5 centuries. Notably, the world's largest imperial palace and the most beautifully preserved examples of ancient Chinese architecture. Over 3 times larger than the Louvre Palace in France. Apart from the size of the complex, the architectural design is astounding. Every detail reflects features of traditional Chinese architecture and rich Chinese culture. For instance, all gates in the Forbidden City are decorated with a 9x9 array of gilded door studs. Except for Donghua Gate, 9 implies supremacy and eternity in Chinese culture. Rows of auspicious animal statues, such as dragons, phoenixes, and lions, were placed along roof ridges of the important halls to invoke prosperity and good fortune. It is home to the best collection of Chinese historical artifacts in the world. Collections span thousands of years of Chinese history and it's considered one of the best museums in the world. Aside all these reasons, another prior fact you would love to see for yourself is that the roof has a special design which keeps birds from landing on it. This retains the cleanliness and magnificence of the Forbidden City. Next is Machu Picchu. This World Heritage spot is highly popular in Peru, and for good reason. The ancient terraced awe-inspiring architecture and sweeping views of the surrounding mountains will leave you breathless, nearly 8,000-foot elevation. This site continues to amaze with its perfectly joined, mortarless system and intricate stonework. You wouldn't but marvel on reaching this site. Notably, huge multi-ton blocks of stone are perfectly joined with each other, without the use of mortar or cement. Journey to Machu Picchu typically starts in the mountain city of Cusco, which was the capital city of the Inca Empire. Cusco is a magnificent place to enjoy an extraordinary adventure. Be sure you spend a few days before or after. If possible, hike the Inca Trail from Cusco to Machu Picchu. The full hike takes 5 days, but you can also start closer and do a 1, 2 or 3 days hike along the trail. Most people take the train from Cusco, which takes about 3.5 hours. Machu Picchu has taken steps to avoid over-tourism and has limited the number of visitors to the site each day. All visitors need a permit prior to visiting. They are easily available from the Peruvian Ministry of Culture reservation page up to 4 months in advance. Another intriguing destination is the Banff National Park, Canada. You've likely heard of Banff National Park before, and some connecting lakes like Picchu Lake. However, there are a lot more interesting facts and compelling tales to learn about this stunning part of the world. It is the first national park in Canada. It has some of the bluest water you've ever seen. Lake Louise, Moraine Lake, Picchu Lake, and Bow Lake get their color from the glaciers that surround them. In the springtime and early summer, melting glaciers run into the lake and deposit fine rock ground by moving glaciers, which in turn refracts the sunlight. The color changes daily depending on the reflection of light, but in general, you can expect these lakes to always glow azure in the summer. The cliff boasts roughly 1,600 kilometers of hiking trails. You could seem like walking to San Francisco before you explore it all. It's nearly impossible to get bored in Banff and Lake Louise, where there is a hiking trail for every age and ability. Banff has some other super exciting courses within it, like the ski resort, which opens immediately snow starts falling. However, November usually sees world-famous athletes descend upon Banff and Lake Louise to compete to be crowned among the fastest skiers in the world. Also has one of the most beautiful golf courses in the world. What a stunning beauty the universe has. Before we proceed, remember we release mind-blowing videos from time to time. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if it gives you the desiring value. You can as well subscribe to this channel to enjoy many more great contents. Fifth destination is Marrakech, Morocco. Is a temperate oasis of fabulous desserts, luxurious spas, challenging golf courses, and charming items. However, this North African city is surrounded by so much mystery, you'd best be in the know prior to visiting. You could spend days here wandering around maze-like alleyways discovering the city's colorful souks, palaces and gardens. Throughout the years, Marrakech served as a setting for big-budget Hollywood productions. The masterminds behind many golden-era films would travel to Marrakech due to its scenery. Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, 2015 had its filming take place in Marrakech at the Marrakech Stadium. If shopping is your game, then the city's souk district should be your aim. Explore the winding network of souk traders selling traditional pottery, metalwork, leather goods, textiles, spices and various other wares. In fact, I can't mention it all. Travel to Marrakech to see it firsthand. This city is situated at an intersection of traditionalism and modernity, thus lending itself to a host of unforgettable sights. Another stunning place to visit is Zalotni Rat, Croatia. The Golden Cape is one of Europe's top beaches. With crystal blue water, the Golden Cape is the perfect place to soak in the sun and let the air flow. Although, most people think of it as a sandy beach. But, it is actually a pebble beach. One interesting thing is that the whole beach constantly shifts shape and the angle at which it bends. Sometimes the horn curves to the right, sometimes to the left and sometimes straight. This all happens because of the sea current. And if you like to do some hiking during your sailing holiday, climb Vidova Gora, the highest peak on the Adriatic Islands. You'll be rewarded not only with a great walk, but also a stunning view of Zalotni Rat, Brac and the nearby island of Hvar. In high season, Zalotni Rat is reportedly visited by 10,000 tourists a day, so we highly recommend visiting either early in the morning or just before dusk. Alternatively, combine a visit to Zalotni Rat with a sailing trip in September-October, when it is much less crowded. Don't forget to grab your water shoes for the pebbles. Third destination is the city of Barcelona, Spain. Did you know that Barcelona is the most visited city in Spain? With about 1.6 million inhabitants, the number of visitors to the city outnumbers the people living in it. Isn't that incredible? There are a few facts about Barcelona you would really want to know. A famous tree-lined pedestrian in Barcelona, called Las Ramblas, it is made up of 5 streets combined. You would really fall for the thrilling scenery right before your eye. The beautiful city has perfect Mediterranean location, wonderful tapas and wine. Generally, Spain is a popular destination for food tourism. Although, the city wasn't always the sunny beach town as we know it today. In fact, some of the beaches are artificial as sand was brought from abroad to create the popular beaches of today. To crown it up, Barcelona is home to the largest football stadium in Europe, the Spotify Camp Nou, which has magnificent 99,000 sitter capacity. Plus you can explore the museum in it. And, if you can go for a match, even better. So, why not consider including this city on your bucket list of places you should visit? People of Barcelona have their own version of celebrating Valentine. This could be a great location of giving a rose to your spouse. Second destination is Ubud Bali. Located in Indonesia. Consider heading out on a few days tour to explore the best sights of Ubud. Ubud is a bustling community on the Indonesian island of Bali. The town center is a lively spot, but a few minutes out of town, you'll find yourself surrounded by lush vegetation, beautiful vistas and quiet spots for meditation. Ubud is home to sacred sanctuary of over 700 Balinese long-tailed monkeys. Spend the morning wandering the tropical forest's twisting paths and observe the monkeys in their natural habitat. The sanctuary is open daily from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. The lines between new and old blend here as rare Indonesian artworks are juxtaposed with contemporary artists' works. Ubud Art Market is the place to shop for local goods. Balinese artisans display their wares at this city center market. The ultimate leisure you would not want to miss is the traditional dance performed nightly on the palace grounds. It features Hindu-inspired Balinese dancers performing scenes from the Ramayana ballet, a stylized performance that combines music, drama, and dance. Ubud is warm and humid year-round. It's best to start early in the morning, have some quiet time in the midday heat, and carry a sweater in the cool evenings. Ubud's tourist season is July through September. I'm sure you would certainly put this on your travel list of places to visit next. Iguazu Falls, Argentina. The largest waterfall systems in the world. At a point along the edge of Iguazu Falls, you could stand and be surrounded by 260 degrees of waterfalls. It is an awe-inspiring natural sight, with visitors spellbound by its magnanimous scale, thunderous sound, and soaking spray. You could easily spend a few days absorbing this sensational location. Over 1 million people visits the Iguazu National Park every year. Iguazu is unhesitatingly the most impressive and exquisite sight you shouldn't miss on your next trip. In case you didn't know, it is taller than the Niagara and wider than Victoria Falls. The falls have been featured in various Hollywood blockbusters, like The Mission Impossible, Miami Vice, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and most recently, Black Panther. So, I recommend you sight-see this adoring location by yourself. Although, there are numbers of beautiful cities in the world to enjoy the true nature of mankind. Yet, there are countless reasons to visit these locations. Starting from the origin of the place, fun and tourism adventure, colorful landmark preserving the indigenous flora and fauna of the region, etc. So, what are you waiting for? Book a visit to any of these locations and enjoy the true first-hand sight of the leisures, bliss and beauty of nature. Which of these locations would you like to visit next? Drop your answer in the comment section. In case you missed out on the previous videos, do well to watch for these astounding contents. The most beautiful places to visit in Europe, Asia and Africa. I would drop the link to these videos in the description. Don't miss out on it. Thanks for watching.